Hi everyone, my name is Umu and I'm React to the K's channel creator.
Hello everyone, I'm Sean, React to the K's channel arranger and host of Classical Composer Breaks Down the K.
Welcome to Sean's and my extremely late reaction to Baek Yerin's Popo. So when Baek Yerin came out with this album in December of last year, we got so many requests to react to it, but sadly I was on hiatus back when it was released. So without further ado, let's jump into the reaction.
3, 2, 1.
Woo! Slow moving melodies. Oh! And then they sped up real quick for that instrumental intro. Moving to verse 1.
Get away from your sorrow. Let the sun comes through your window.
Ooh! The vocal melody is good.
Applied dominant with a flat 9, or secondary dominant depending on which term you learned it as.
Ah! That instrumental transition. Oh, hear that bass? The vocal melody is so good too. It keeps not quite resolving where I think it's going to.
Is this all in English? This is an unusually large number of English words.
Oh! Is that a flute?
Use a trumpet down in the low range. People tend to not use that enough. Like they want a trumpet to be up high and really loud and penetrating, and like it does that well, but it has a nice tone glow in the range. Also, I suppose it could have been one of those trumpet similar instruments like cornet or flugelhorn.
Oh, and the flute and brass is continuing. Oh, this is so good! Oh. Oh, so good. Her melody just continues to flow together. Whether and trumpet now. Wow, cats and acoustic band. What else more can you ask for? Yeah, those hits. Ooh. I bet during a live session we could have some improv in this section.
Yeah, I appreciate that they really took advantage of the fact that they have real instruments for this.
Oh, we got strings now! What? That was a little musical-esque, I feel like. Long instrumental break! Oh, bless your heart, Yerin, or whoever arranged this track, holy shit. Bass? Oh my god, wait! This is the rest of the song? Oh, you're fading out. No, don't fade! Cadence!
Did they not come up with an ending for this? Why did they not come up with an ending? Like, it was so good, and then they just sort of never minded the end. That was a really nice everything until they just decided to fade it out.
Oh, I loved that. That just felt so good. Okay, time to call Sean. Hey, what is up?
What is up is in... Sorry. I was not prepared to answer. I was not prepared to answer a question that wasn't about the song. Yeah, it was good. The instrumentation worked really well.
Oh my god, I was not expecting that long ass instrumental ending.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like
That was
Yeah, go ahead.
French kiss.
Yeah, it was like I think it was basically just like they did 2 choruses and then rather than doing like bridge and final chorus, just went into a long instrumental. I mean, too long to really just be an outro. Like that was a substantial part of the song. But yeah, I appreciated that, like, since they had real instruments, they really took advantage of it and let them shine.
I could see if this was performed live that instrumental ending would be a good time for the instruments to solo, jazz style.
Yeah.
I want to see this performed live so badly, because that it's going to have a rad jazz cadence at the end instead of, do jazz performance, like, ensembles ever do, like, a decrescendo fade out? Or is there always
there's
hit, chord?
I mean, there's going to be some sort of ending, yeah. Like, I feel like that was the one bad thing about this, is that, like, they just forgot to write an ending, and they just faded it out.
Well, okay. I mean, you can see it either as bad or good, because I know a lot of musicians on my channel, half of them love fade-outs, half of them don't, and so you can view it as good or bad.
Fade-outs work in a particular context, when the whole thing is just sort of receding. Like, the nature of the music is something that sort of recedes into the distance. But this was just, like, still going along as normal, and then just someone pulled down the volume. Like, it really felt like they just needed to compose an ending for it. And
I think it gives them so much freedom to do whatever the heck they want live, like end it differently every single time.
They can still do that. Like, nothing says you have to stop where something stopped live. Like, yeah, I agree with your thought that have solos, like, possibly partway through that, or just, like, add in some extra times that everyone supports and people solo a bit over it. I know with classical we're fairly used to pieces having a somewhat fixed form, but with a lot of genres it's pretty easy to just add a section where several people play the chords and then someone solos, and you want more solos, you just add more solos.
Your favorite aspect of this song?
Both the composing for and also I thought the mixing, like, everything felt really clear in the instruments too. Like, even with there being quite a lot of them and, like, various layers in that and the voice, everything felt clear. It never turned muddy. Also, I thought the harmonic choices were nice, where sometimes it would just, like, drift down into flatter areas, or have, like, a modified chords but not entirely the conventional way. Like, I think there was one thing that was I want to say it was a minor 4, but it had the major 7th on it. And also I think a 9th. I heard this song once, so I may be fudging some details based on not entirely remembering it accurately. But I feel like there was, like, a minor major 7th plus 9 or something. It was like, minor 4s are super common, especially in ballads, but they did something to make it a bit spicier than the standard one.
Yeah. No, this song was, I feel like a step up, a lot grander than our Love Is Great album. And I'm so excited to listen to the rest of the album. I'm not sure if I'd have the time or ability to react to it on camera, but I'm definitely going to marathon the heck out of this called Every Letter I Sent. This is from the Every Letter I Sent album. And it's so cool to hear her voice with a full because the strings came in at the end, the full
Yeah.
ensemble. That was just so exciting. Yeah, the melody was beautiful too, and I loved the harmonic rhythms because we had, you know, something like da 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 da, and then we had da 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 da, you know, so they kept
Yeah.
changing up the rhythmic patterns, and it was just overall really calming and fun to listen to at the same time.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.